Hare Krishna. I like to welcome Mani Gopal Prabhu, His Grace. So Mani Gopal Prabhu, English বুঝে পাবো সবে? English, huh? Mani Gopal Prabhu took initiation at the age of 11. They can see properly. We made specially. So normally at the age of 11 we are playing and doing this, that, but he took initiation at the age of 11. And now he's looking after the JPS office, special database, and also who will take initiation. He's supervising that aspect for initiation, especially for JPS, Guru Maharaj. And he's special expert on Chaitanya Charitamrta, pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And also, he travels to many countries around the world to give lectures. And one of his specialties is developing relationships among people. They'll talk later on. So this morning he'll talk about Chaitanya Leela, today, tomorrow, day after. And evening there'll be another session, we'll send a message what it'll be on. And all of you know Hare Krishna Prabhu, he'll translate it to Hindi. Prabhu will speak in English, and Hare Krishna Prabhu will translate to Hindi. Last time you did also, right? So, okay, if Hindi English is there, then everyone can understand. So if you can come a bit near, it's more better. Otherwise, north, east, west. India is in the middle. West Pakistan and Bangladesh, or East Pakistan separate. Please come be nearby. Ladies can come this side. Ladies come this side, and gents can come this side. And ladies can come here. In ISKCON, there's a rule nowadays, 50% temples should be for ladies, 50 for gents. So otherwise, ladies say we're not taken care of. So you can come forward. Hare Krishna.
Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Hari. Jayo Radha Madhav, Jayo Radha Madhav, Radha Madhav, Jayo Radha Madhav. Jayo Jayo Prabhupada, 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 Jayo Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Gaur Premanande Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrata Pachar Ashtotar Shaka ISKCON BBT founder Acharya His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Shri Rukmini Krishna Ki Jai Sriman Mahaprabhu Ki Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Gaur Premanande Hare Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Jai Pataka Swami Niti Namine Namo Acharya Padaya Nitaya Kripa Pradayane Gaura Katha Dhamadaya Vishnumataya Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunnavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Shri Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Karati Pongum Langhritigirim Yatkipatamaham Vande Shri Gurudinatarinam Hare Rama Guruvi Gaurachandra Radhika Jadalai Krishna Krishna Bhakti Mantra Guru Arjatu Shikha Guru Ram Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Haribol. Haribol.
This is a bit higher elevated than your chair, but you actually deserve this seat, Prabhu. So kindly excuse me. This is for this stupidity and audacity to sit like this before you. Hare Krishna. All glories to Sri Prabhupada, all glories to Sri Guru and Guru. So, first of all, I would like to beg forgiveness from all of you because temple authority has given me a asana which is like a simhasana which I really don't deserve at all. But what to do, I have to follow the instruction of our Shiksha Guru, Sripad Shri Jiva Prabhu. So I just accepted it as his order. This is also for translation.
No, not necessary.
Otherwise I will try in Hindi.
तो प्रभु जी बताया कि जहाँ प्रभु जी को बैठने के लिए बताया गया है, श्री जी पर प्रभु बोला तो प्रभु जी कहते हैं कि मैं इसके लायक नहीं हूँ, लेकिन प्रभु जी मेरा शिक्षा गुरु है, इसलिए उसके आज्ञा के अनुसार मैं यहाँ बैठ रहा हूँ। कहते हैं कि मैं इसके लायक नहीं हूँ, लेकिन प्रभु जी मेरा शिक्षा गुरु है, इसलिए
Something was missing.
उसके आज्ञा के अनुसार मैं यहाँ
Did you
बैठ
do
रहा
the
हूँ।
whole thing? Okay. The translator should be, trustworthy. If you cut short, then there is a problem. Hare Krishna. Okay, I seek blessings from all of you.
आप सबका आशीर्वाद चाहते हैं प्रभु जी।
Next, almost an hour we can spend in Krishna Katha. We don't have much time,
आप
but still
सबका
we'll
आशीर्वाद
try.
चाहते हैं प्रभु जी।
We are reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrta. We don't have much time. Madhya Lila, chapter 11.
चैतन्य चरितमृत मध्य लीला चैप्टर 11। आप वहाँ से पढ़ाई करें प्रभु जी।
Here it has been described about
मध्य
the
लीला चैप्टर 11।
past times that how
पढ़ाई करें प्रभु जी।
Prataprudra, King Prataprudra, he was specially blessed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through Sargabhauma Bhattacharya and Ramananda Rai.
तो इस अध्याय में किस प्रकार से श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु प्रतापरुद्र को आशीर्वाद करते हैं सार्वभौम भट्टाचार्य, और इस अध्याय में किस प्रकार से रामानंद राय के माध्यम से प्रतापरुद्र को आशीर्वाद करते हैं सार्वभौम भट्टाचार्य।
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद हेनो काले प्रताप रुद्र पुरुषोत्तम आइला जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद हेनो काले प्रताप रुद्र पुरुषोत्तम आइला जय Pratap Rudra arrived at Jagannath Puri, Purushottam, and accompanied by his secretaries, ministers and military officers, went to visit the temple of Jagannath Puri, Purushottam, and accompanied by his secretaries, ministers and military officers, went to visit the temple of Jagannath Puri, Purushottam, and accompanied by his secretaries, ministers and military officers, went to visit the temple of Jagannath Puri. This is the beauty of Kali Yuga, internet.
हरे बोल, हरे कृष्ण, हरे बोल, हरे कृष्ण। शांत रुको मान उस समय महाराज प्रतापरुद्र जगन्नाथपुरी में आते, पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र में आते, और उनके साथ उनका सचिव, मंत्री और सेनाध्यक्ष सब लोग लेके मंदिर में दर्शन के लिए प्रवेश करते हैं।
Srila Prabhupada mentions in his purport that Maharaj Prataprudra is to live at Katak at that time, and later the capital of Odisha was shifted to Khurda, and from there Prataprudra Maharaj, from Katak he came to Jagannath Puri.
तो यहाँ श्रील प्रभुपाद जी तात्पर्य में बता रहे हैं कि उस समय महाराज प्रतापरुद्र कटक में रहते थे, वो बाद में वो खुर्दा में अपना स्थानांतरित करते हैं। उस समय इस प्रकार से वो जगन्नाथपुरी में वहाँ से आते हैं।
So kindly listen carefully. We won't talk. We won't talk much. We won't give much explanation, but we'll just try to touch the point, because you all are, I think you all can understand what we try to say. Since we have not enough time, so we'll just touch each point and we'll try to extract the lesson, teachings from it. Okay.
समय की कमी के कारण हर श्लोक का पूरा इसका विस्तार में व्याख्या नहीं करेंगे, लेकिन इसका श्लोक का जो सार है उसको हम प्रस्तुत करने का प्रयास करेंगे.
So রামানন্দ রায় আইলা গজপতি সঙ্গে প্রথমেই প্রভুরে আসে মিলালা বহু রঙ্গে. When King Prataprudra returned to Jagannath Puri, Ramananda Rai came with him. Ramananda Rai immediately went to meet Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with great pleasure.
तो राजा प्रतापरुद्र जगन्नाथपुरी से वापस जब आते हैं तब रामानंद राय तुरंत उनको मिलने के लिए आता है. इस प्रकार से रामानंद राय श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु को आनंद के साथ, अत्यधिक आनंद के साथ मिलने के लिए जाते हैं.
Where all these devotees, they are coming to Jagannath Puri to see whom?
जगन्नाथपुरी में भक्त लोग किसको देखने के लिए आते हैं?
Mahaprabhu. Jagannath Puri is famous for whom? Lord Jagannath. But they are coming to see whom? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is little bit tricky and difficult to understand. We'll get the explanation later on. But in prima facie we can understand that to all the devotees, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was much more important than Lord Jagannath.
वास्तव में हम देखते हैं तो जगन्नाथपुरी में जब लोग जाते हैं तो जगन्नाथ जी का दर्शन करने के लिए जाते हैं. तो यहाँ हम देखते हैं कि भक्त लोग महाप्रभु को मिलने के लिए जाते हैं. तो इस विषय को थोड़ा समझने का प्रयास करेंगे.
Why did they come to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Because they consider Mahaprabhu much important than Lord Jagannath.
क्योंकि वो लोग सोचते हैं कि भगवान से चैतन्य महाप्रभु का महत्व ज़्यादा है, वो इसलिए वो लोग महाप्रभु को मिलने के लिए आते हैं.
So when we come to the temple, sometimes we think that okay, only Rukmini Krishna is my first priority because he is the Lord, he is the king here. But how can we see Rukmini Krishna with our this faulty eyes which are always looking for sense gratification?
जब हम मंदिर में आते हैं तो हमारे लिए रुक्मिणी कृष्ण का दर्शन करना ये हमारा प्राधान्य हो जाता है, लेकिन हम ये अपूर्ण इंद्रिय जो हमेशा इंद्रिय तृप्ति के बारे में विचार करते हैं, उसके तलाश में रहते हैं, किस प्रकार से इस अपूर्ण इंद्रिय के द्वारा हम रुक्मिणी कृष्ण का दर्शन कर सकते हैं.
How many of us from this audience came to the temple and just by seeing Rukmini Krishna we all became devotee? How many of you? Just by seeing Rukmini Krishna, no other thing. Just by seeing Rukmini Krishna. One. Okay. And how many of you got the interest in the spiritual life after talking and mingling, associating, exchanging with the devotees? English samajhte? Okay, how many of you do not understand? Okay, आप लोगों से कितना भक्त लोग इंग्लिश नहीं समझते? How many? One, two, many. Okay, so will someone help Mataji? Mataji will help? Okay. But you please be here. Because sometime if I stuck, I will get help from you. So this is very clear, right? The difference between seeing Rukmini Krishna and associating with the devotees. Only 1 or 2% you raised your hand that by just saying Rukmini Krishna we became devotees, or we took interest in Krishna consciousness. So that means that associating with the devotees the dear devotees of Rukmini Krishna is much more important than just seeing Rukmini Krishna. So therefore the devotees, when they came, they were running, literally they are running towards Jagannath Puri. They are not thinking about Lord Jagannath. They are only thinking about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because when we see the Lord, we see only a stone or some metal elements. These are actually material elements. But as soon as Krishna resides in the murti, these material elements, this earth, water, air, fire, ether, all become transcendental. But since our eyes are not transcendental, our eyes are material, as long as we hanker for the material enjoyment, none of the senses can become transcendental. The senses become eligible to see the Lord when it is transcendental. Because Krishna is transcendental. You can't see something transcendental with your material senses. Krishna cannot be perceived by our material body. Therefore, we need transcendental vision. So that transcendental vision comes when we are situated in the Brahmabhuta stage, which is extremely difficult. It's not impossible, but extremely difficult. And how do you understand that we are in that stage? What is the symptom that we are in the Brahmabhuta stage? Does anybody knows? Huh? No Shachiti, no Kanka. Thank you, Mataji. No Shachiti, no. There will be no lamentation, no hankering. But in our practical life, we all hanker for something. If we don't get, we lament for it. So therefore, we are in the material platform. So therefore, the deity, the Lord in the deity form is manifested through his dear devotees. Hence, we don't get the full benefit of having darshan of the deities unless and until we associate with his dear devotees. Devotees are like agent through whom you can reach to Krishna. So therefore the devotees from Bengal, Odisha, various parts of India, when they came to Jagannath Puri, they were actually looking for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When shall I go and meet him? So this is something to be learned. The temple is not only for the Rukmini Krishna, seeing Rukmini Krishna. If we do not have the congenial atmosphere among the devotees, then temples will remain like a skeleton with no life. Srila Prabhupada has a comment on it that without hearing and chanting, temples will remain like a skeleton. Shravan Kirtan is the life of devotees and also the temple. So Shravan Kirtan, Shravan means hearing, Kirtan means chanting. So Shravana Kirtana, can it happen without minimum 2%? Sometime we read, that's called Swadhyaya, that's not Shravan Kirtan. Shravan Kirtan is when you need at least 2% to exchange. So without devotees, hearing and chanting cannot take place, which are the most important limbs of bhakti. Shravana Kirtana, regular Shravana Kirtana. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, and that when my devotees they get together, what do? They all chit chat, right? All do prajalpa, isn't it? No, it's not. Machita madgata prana bodhayanta parashpa. When they get together, they all discuss about me, and by that they derive great pleasure, which nourishes their spiritual, their bhakti lata, the creeper of devotion. So thousands, lakhs of devotees from various parts of Bharatvarsha, they used to come every year to Jagannath Puri. The primary reason was to exchange Hari Katha with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, hear from him, listen from him, take his association. And Jagannath was the secondary object. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the first. Because just imagine, you come to temple, you sit like this idly. The whole day you are sitting like this. Will you get anything? Actually Lord is there, but since we are not up to the platform of seeing him, we are not eligible, so just by looking at him will not help us. But when Hare Krishna Avatar Prabhu comes or some devotee comes and they talk to you about Rukmini Krishna, you know the glories of Rukmini Krishna, then he starts to speak how Krishna's kidnapped Rukmini Devi and all the pastimes. Then you get pleasure. Right? So therefore, when we come to the temple, our first business is to hear from the devotees. And how hearing will take place if we do not have a good term with the devotees? You can't hear from your office boss. I am 100% sure nobody likes your boss. How many of you like boss? If any of you are here who are boss, you also will not like your immediate boss. Because in the materialist world, bosses are to exploit, extract you. But in the temple, they are not for extracting you. They are to giving you. They have to give to you Krishna. So, in our spiritual arena, our relationship actually, it nourishes when we come together and take the association through hearing and chanting. Association is also not like, okay, sitting together. So, congregating some people and spend some time and then leave. And some Mahaprasad and leave. No, we have to have Katha. So, the devotees, they are always looking for that. So, here it is said that all the devotees, they came and Prathamei Prabhure Ashi Milila Range, Bahu Range. First, immediately went to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with great pleasure. With what? With grudge. Last time you misbehaved with me, so I am going to take that revenge on you today. Not like that. With great pleasure. So, in one side, we have to create that atmosphere that the devotees can derive pleasure by associating. Other people can take pleasure by associating with us. And when we also meet the devotees, we also go with the mindset that we are going to get transcendental pleasure by taking instructions, by hearing from them. Rai pranati koilo, Prabhu koilo alingon, duijane premaveshe kareno krandan. Ramananda Rai, upon meeting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he paid his Dandavat Pranam to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And what did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu do? Very good. You are paying obeisances. I am big boss. You should pay obeisances. Now he immediately took Ramananda Rai and he embraced him. So that is actually loving exchange. The juniors should respect the seniors, pay obeisances as soon as they meet them, and the seniors will give love. Love and respect is a mutual transaction. Only love will exploit the things. Only love will actually spoil the whole thing, and only respect, there is a big chance of exploitation. So there should be love, there should be respect. So when the juniors respect, then the seniors should give love. Duijone premaveshe kareno krandan. And what will come out of it? If love and respect is there, duijone premaveshe kareno krandan. Both of them, they begin to cry in ecstasy. How many of you cry daily when you come to Rukmini Krishna temple? Nobody? Okay, devotees are very humble, I know. They will not say. They actually cry, but they won't say that. It is very difficult to cry just by seeing Lord. It's very difficult to get tears in eyes. Because initially there is no exchange. But when we associate with the devotees, by their loving behavior, tears will automatically come to our eyes. So here Ramananda Rai and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when they embraced each other, then they started to cry. Prema Veshi. They started to cry for what purpose? For what purpose they started? Prema Veshi. Ecstasy of love. For no other reason. That I got hurt from some other devotee. I came to you to take shelter of you, so that you tell me something, you give some respect to me because somebody has insulted me, so you give respect. With that great pain I came to you. No. When the devotees, they come closer to each other, then Krishna works through them. And because of the love for Krishna from both of them, they start to cry. You see, these all are interconnected. This tears of love is not same as when you cry for some material pain. You lost some family member, or somebody had behaved very rude with you, they have insulted. All these things will not come into the picture when you meet the devotees. The Bhakta Sangha, the devotee association, should always give pleasure in the heart. And that pleasure will make you sometimes smile, but sometimes also cry. This is so beautiful. In material world, who cries in happiness? Okay, once in a lifetime when somebody becomes topper, maybe the children got topper and the parents, they cry. They got a good job, they cry. Well, like once in a blue moon. But in a spiritual platform, crying is a regular business. Regular, daily, hours after hours. In Chaitanya Charitamrta it is mentioned, right? Prahar. They all cry. One prahar means 3 hours. So sometimes they used to cry for all 8 prahars, means 24 hours. Nobody can cry for 24 hours for material purpose. But if one loves Krishna, then they can cry. If one misses the devotee association, separation from devotee, then they can cry like this. রায় সঙ্গে প্রভুর দেখি স্নেহ ব্যবহার সর্বভক্তগণের মনে হইল চমৎকার. Now, when Ramananda Rai and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they embraced each other and they started to cry in ecstasy of love of Godhead, then what impact it gave to the other devotees? সর্বভক্তগণের মনে হইল চমৎকার. Seeing Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's intimate dealings with Sri Ramananda Rai, all the devotees there were astonished. See, this loving exchange among the devotees, it is actually contagious. It is infectious. When you love each other, then that love can be spread everywhere. So by seeing that behavior, they did not do like, okay, these two people are embracing, they are enjoying. Why not me? Why he is not embracing me? Why he is not respecting me? Why he is not praising me? The moment we think about that somebody should praise us when I come to the temple, then you are deprived from the pleasure which you were supposed to get from Shri Rukmini Krishna. Because temple is not to get praised. I will come to the temple, I am a big man, I have done a lot of services, okay, I have done donation. What can we donate to Rukmini Krishna? You know who is standing beside Krishna? Rukmini Devi. Who is she? Huh? Mahalakshmi, right? Goddess Lakshmi. So, she is the source of all wealth. And I have given something to Lord in the hundi box. And I have given some, Shriji Prabhu, take this donation. I am big man. From whom you are getting that? From whom we are getting that money? From Rukmini Devi only. So she is standing beside Krishna and she is thinking, you fool, I am supplying you and you are giving it to my husband and you think that you are a big man. Okay, tomorrow you will see that where from your supply comes. So if she stops, then everything is finished. Therefore there is nothing to boast in our spiritual life. But everything is actually the emanation from Shri Rukmini Devi. She is the primary potency of Lord Krishna, who gives all these things, who expands her potency and provides to us. Because Rukmini Devi is the most dear to Krishna. So she wants to see that my Lord, my beloved husband, should be served first class. So she wants to expand the service. So we all are actually the expansion of Rukmini Devi. In the sense that she is supplying to us. Because she becomes much more elated when she sees that not only me, everyone is serving my husband. Therefore, how can we serve Krishna without the help of Rukmini Devi? So therefore Rukmini, she transfers her fund to your account, which is unlimited fund, right? Chintamani prakara sadma shukhi. What is that? Kalpa vriksha lakshavriti. Laksha. There are millions of, trillions of, jillions of kalpa vriksha in Bhagavad Dham, Golok Vrindavan, in Vaikuntha. So there is no scarcity of supply. Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Shambrama Shebhyamanam. Rukmini Devi also expanded herself with millions and billions of Lakshmi Devis that you serve also. But as I said, having said that there is no scarcity of supply from Rukmini Devi, when we have the genuine intention to serve her husband, then she will supply. Other than that, if our desire is not to serve Rukmini Devi, not to serve Krishna through Rukmini Devi, then the same wealth will become the source of our distress. So therefore, when we serve Krishna with any sort of effort from our side, how should we feel? What should we feel? I have done a great thing. I am a big man, I have done so many services for Lord. Like that? No. It is Krishna's, it is Rukmini Devi's causeless mercy that they are actually engaging me in their loving services. Otherwise, they don't need any servant also. They don't need any servant. As Prabhu said, Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Shambrama, Sambrama Shivyamanam. They are always serving Krishna with love. Millions and billions of Lakshmi Devis are there. So Krishna has no scarcity of servants, services, everything he has already. So if he gives us the opportunity to serve, we should consider it as our greatest fortune that Krishna has accepted my little insignificant effort. Krishna is using me as the instrument in his service, Shri Rukmini Devi. So when we serve Krishna, this is not to become puffed up because we are serving, but this is to become more and more humble. Because Krishna could have chosen somebody else other than me. But why Krishna has taken me? Out of his compassion, out of his devotee's compassion. So therefore it is a matter of great fortune that we are able to serve by the mercy of the devotees. Imagine Krishna has one pure devotee in one Brahmanda. One Brahmanda is one universe. Right? One universe consists of 14 planets and much more any other elements. Right? So this 14 world, which consists one universe, how many universes Krishna has? How many universes Krishna has? Anyone knows? Huh? Innumerable, unlimited, countless. Okay? So, in each universe, if Krishna has at least one pure devotee, at least one, minimum one, we are taking the lowest number, minimal number, one. Then innumerable planets multiply into one. What is the total number? Innumerable, unlimited. So how many pure devotees Krishna has? Unlimited. Who am I? Nothing. Nothing. Krishna has innumerable pure devotees. But still, because Krishna can expand unlimitedly, and he has no problem in providing things, therefore he doesn't need actually, because one who has innumerable pure servants, not only servants, whose every single moment, each drop of blood in the body, and every single thought, action, speech is completely dedicated to his lotus feet, such kind of devotees. How many? Unlimited. Infinite number of devotees, pure devotees. So, does he need anyone else? He needs anybody else? He needs? Does he need? Krishna need anybody else? Then what for we are here? We are all good for now, nothing. But no, Krishna is so merciful. Rukmini Devi is so merciful, they are still giving the opportunity. And my door is open. You can also come to the innumerable club. Join in the club. But condition? Tatparatena nirmalam. You have to be completely pure, completely 100% clean. Right? There should not be any tinge of material desires in your heart. Then you can join in that club. And we'll have a party. Yeah, Krishna is having party in his Golok Vrindavan, Vaikuntha, always. So in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's party also, Ramananda Rai, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Pratap Rudra Maharaj, Swarup Damodar, so many, innumerable devotees. Vrindavan Das Thakur in Chaitanya Bhagavad says, Ashankha Bhakta na koriye ganon. Innumerable devotees. I can't count. Nobody can count actually. How many pure devotees Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had 500 years before. But still, they have kept the door open, and it will remain open for all of us if we can take the opportunity. But what we have to do? The easiest way to become pure, to become clean and join in that club, if you try to reach Krishna directly from your side, it is never gonna happen. Because it's very difficult. It's not difficult, it's impossible. It's like devotion, sometimes having executing devotional service can become difficult, but it's possible. But attracting Krishna's attention is impossible without Rukmini Devi and her devotees. So that's the only way. The devotees, when they would come to Jagannath Puri to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and only few of them could go to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu directly, and all other actually used to be brought by the senior devotees, the other devotees. Please come. I will introduce you with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is the custom. So somebody should recommend us to Rukmini Krishna. And who is that someone? Rukmini Devi. Devotees, Guru, Sadhu, Vaishnavas, they are going to recommend our name to Krishna. So there is no other way. There is no other way. There is no other way. Only one way. Get the mercy of Vaishnavas. রায় কহে তোমার আজ্ঞা রাজাকে কহিল তোমার ইচ্ছায় রাজা মোর বিষয় ছাড়াইল. I requested the king Prataprudra, please you take me off from the duty. I don't want to continue anymore this ministerial work. So by your mercy, he has given me, he has released me. আমি কহি আমা হইতে না হয় বিষয় চৈতন্য চরণে রহ যদি আজ্ঞা হয়. This is very beautiful. I said, Your Majesty, I am now not willing to engage to political activities. I desire only to stay at the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Kindly give me permission. When I submitted this proposal, the king immediately became very pleased upon hearing your name. Indeed, he instantly rose from the throne and embraced me. When Prataprudra Maharaj was requested by Rai Ramananda, please release me, I want to serve Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and stay with him. Then Maharaj Prataprudra, he said that it is your great fortune. I am not able to serve Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but it is your great fortune that you are going to serve Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So I cannot do it myself. So therefore, please you go and serve. And by your service, I will get mercy. Because I have helped you, I have facilitated you to serve Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is a very important point. We should never aspire to serve Krishna directly. Because we are not eligible. I don't know whether Krishna will take or not. There is a lot of confusion. Maybe Krishna will not take. But if we go through a devotee, if we help the devotees to serve, then the mercy is flowing through down and I will easily get it. So Prataprudra, he released Ramananda Rai, that you go and serve Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. আমি ছাড় যোগ্য নহি তার দর্শনে তারে যেই ভজে তার সফল জীবনে শ্রী রুক্মিণী কৃষ্ণকে যায়. Then Maharaj Prataprudra very humbly said, I am the most fallen and abominable, and I am unfit to receive an interview with the Lord. One's life is successful if one engages in his service. This is how Prataprudra Maharaj felt, that I am not that much fortunate, but you are fortunate, so you please take the opportunity. তারে যেই ভজে তার সফল জীবনে আমি ছাড়। What do you say ছাড় in India? ছাড়। ছাড় মানে very like completely wretched, no value at all. আমি ছাড়। This is all like very patit, not only patit. ছাড় means what you call as নগণ্য কি কি তুচ্ছ, তুচ্ছ, নগণ্য, wretched, নগণ্য is you can't even count me. So insignificant that there is no need of count me in. There is no reason to count me. That's called char actually. There is no reason to count me. There is no reason to count me in. But if we think that why did not they count me in? Gone. The mercy, the flow of mercy will be cut off. When one feels that I am a char, there is no reason to count me. I am nobody. I am nobody. Then actually he gets the mercy. Charitamrta Maharaj thinks that I am char. Who was he? He was a king, great king. Like the whole Odisha and many part of Andhra, the current Andhra was under him. But he thought that I am so insignificant that why should he consider me as his servant? That was his mood, Charitamrta Maharaj's. He could have thought that like I am a king. Why Mahaprabhu should not give mercy to me? He is giving out the mercy to each and everyone. And I am a king. No, everyone can see me. I am like very much visible. I am not invisible. I am very much visible. So why don't he give his mercy to me? No. That was not his attitude. His attitude was that I am nobody. So why should he give mercy to me? পরম কৃপালু তেহ ব্রজেন্দ্র নন্দন কোন জন্মে মোরে অবশ্য দিবেন দর্শন. This is another important point. First he said that I am unfit to receive his mercy. But then again he said, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna, the son of Maharaj Nanda. He is very merciful. And I hope that in future birth, he will allow me in his service. He will give me he will meet me in my future birth. So though the devotee, they feel very lowly, but they have hope, great hope, that Krishna is very merciful. So someday he will definitely give me mercy. So that is another important factor we should have in our spiritual life. Not just thinking, okay, I am fallen, so there is no hope. No, there is hope. There is hope. We should have the hope that Krishna someday he will. That's called Ashabandha, and what is that other word in Nectar of Instruction? Nishchaya. Determination. Definitely one day he will give me mercy. Maybe not this lifetime, but next lifetime, next life. যে তাহার প্রেম আরতি দেখিল তোমাতে তার এক প্রেম লেশ নাহি কমাতে. প্রভু কহে তুমি কৃষ্ণ ভকত প্রধান, তোমাকে যে প্রীতি করে সেই ভাগ্যবান. Then Mahaprabhu said that this is, Mahaprabhu indirectly wanted to say this is not Prataparudra's great fortune that he has loved to me, but he said that my dear Ramananda Rai, you are the foremost of all the devotees of Krishna, therefore whoever loves you is certainly a very fortunate person. This is not because of Prataparudra Maharaj had love, intense love for Mahaprabhu, but because he was favored, he was graced by Ramananda Rai, and also he had great love for Ramananda Rai. Therefore Krishna is going to be merciful to him. A very beautiful point. Mahaprabhu, he could have told that, okay, yes, I know he has great love for me. Okay, I'm also thinking about that. I should give mercy to him because he is my great devotee. But he didn't say all this. He said that, Tumi Krishna Bhakata Pradhan, Tomake je priti kore shei Bhagavan. You are dear to Krishna. Because he loves you, because you are dear to Krishna, so Krishna will love him. So Krishna will give mercy to him. Again, what is the easiest way to attract the mercy from Rukmini Krishna? To love his devotees. We can't love Krishna directly. First of all, we have to learn how to love his devotees. So this is confirmed. This is endorsed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is Lord himself. He could have told that, okay, I will give. No, he said no. Because he loves you, so Krishna will definitely give him. Krishna will definitely be merciful to him. So in this way, it's a long pastime actually. It's a 7-week pastime. But we don't have, I think we're running out of time. So the point we wanted to make here, until and unless we can appreciate the value of the association of the devotees, especially the pure devotees, or at least serious and sincere devotees, then it will be extremely difficult to approach Krishna. In Adi Puran it is mentioned, it is stated by Lord Krishna himself. Those who claim that one who claims that I am Krishna's devotee, I don't consider him as my devotee. But one who says I am his devotee's servant, then he will accept him. So my point is that the temple is there, and you all are from the congregation, temple devotees, congregation devotees. We all should work together that how we can please whom? Whom should we please? The temple president? The GBC? The Guru? Krishna. But they all are media, channel. Through them we will please. But all our actual attention to please is Rukmini Krishna. And the devotees, all the devotees are limbs, various limbs of Krishna's transcendental body. So if we do not cooperate to serve Krishna, then what will happen? We are actually indirectly hurting on Krishna's transcendental body. So in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime we can see there is very little narration about somebody is going to take darshan of Jagannath. It is there, but not much. Like a handful of incidents are there. The devotees, they went to see Jagannath, they got fainted. I think extremely rare, except Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and 1-2 other devotees. But there are a lot more explanations, narrations, that how devotees would congregate and they would all chant, dance, cry, laugh together. It is a movement of Krishna consciousness, isn't it? So we all become Krishna conscious, then actually we are really the member of ISKCON. Krishna conscious. So that Krishna consciousness comes through the devotees because they have Krishna in their heart. So we all get together, talk about Krishna, hear about Krishna, and thus our loving exchange actually intensifies. But if we delete the importance of associating with the devotees, then Krishna consciousness has no meaning actually. Krishna conscious will come later on. First let us be conscious, then Krishna consciousness will come. No? Whether we are conscious or unconscious, that is first factor. Then we will think about Krishna consciousness. When we behave with the devotees, when we deal with them, if we are not conscious that I am associating with, I am dealing, exchanging with Krishna's dear devotees, then we are not conscious. And then how Krishna consciousness will come? How do you measure the success of a congregation? By having a big temple, by having beautiful deity, big festival, so many people come together. Is this the parameter of success? How happy they are in the congregation. So here Rukmini Krishna, Sri Rukmini Krishna is the center of this congregation, and we all become united under the shelter of their lotus feet. If we all cooperatively, combinedly try to please Sri Rukmini Krishna, then he is also going to expand, he and she, they are going to expand, distribute the bliss among the devotees. So that's the teaching from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes, all the pastimes. That let us all come together, cooperate and serve Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And there is no competition in serving. But there was competition actually among the devotees of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Do you know what was the competition among them? Does anybody know? There was a competition among all the devotees. Gundicha. Okay. Prabhu said a good point. But there is another group, there is a very frequently described competition among the devotees in Mahaprabhu's time. That was appreciation, glorification, competition of glorifying each other. That was the only competition. And there is a single, only healthy competition which we can aspire for in the devotee community. Right? Glorifying each other. That competition can be there. It is valid, solid. But other than that, any other competition is not good. So we should learn how to glorify each other. When they come to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they would glorify each other. So that's what we want to learn from this. So let us all come together and have our life's goal, our focus, our focus should be focused, Krishna. And then we serve together and we also relish together Krishna consciousness. Okay, thank you all very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shamaita Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Rukmini Krishna ki jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Gaur. Ansha Kalpatarvesha.
So when I come to temple,